This is 4.1, day 3, part 2. The last of this lesson is to focus on the measurement of degrees, minutes, seconds. So I have 3 pieces that I definitely recommend you write down to understand what does degree, minutes, seconds look like. So if you want to be more precise in your measurements, a lot of popular problems would be like flying a plane and you want to have the descending plane go to 5 degrees, 32 minutes, 5 seconds. It's going to be more precise than a degree. So if I look at this, I couldn't even go small enough on this picture of 1 degree. Imagine splitting up this 1 degree into what we call minutes, and there's 60 pieces in this 1 degree that you can split up. But then you can be even more precise. Within that degree, you can split up it into seconds. 1 out of 3,600 pieces can split up within that red angle. So what we're going to do is we are going to convert between the 2 forms. Some of them we want them to be in degree, minutes, seconds form, and some we want them to be what we call decimal form, with a degree and then some decimal place values over it. You may do these measurements possibly in science class. Do you see these in science class or maybe in physics? Okay. If you're there yet. And then we have 3 examples to do. All right, here's the first example. What we have is 135.6 degrees, and we want to convert it to degrees, minutes, seconds. So this is what we call decimal form. So the first placeholder is pretty easy. We look at 135. So the first piece goes right here. What we don't know is the decimal place of 0.6. How many minutes and seconds does that convert to? So if I think about, if this fraction, or this decimal was 0.5, so like a half of a degree, how many minutes would that be? Let's go back. So if I said it was 0.5, it would be a half of a degree, correct? Which would be about 30 minutes. So I'm going to show you one where you take this decimal and you start off by multiplying it by 60 minutes. So you take 0.6 and multiply it by 60, and that's going to convert it to minutes. So take 0.6 and multiply it by 60, what do you get? 36. So this represents 36 minutes. So when we just talked about that example, if this was 0.5, then that would be 30 minutes. Well, we're at 0.6. We're a little bit higher than that. This is a whole number. There's no extra decimal places going on. So it's 36 minutes and 0 seconds. So this is now going to go over to here. The next example is going to have all 3 placeholders. So the next example is we have 51.23 degrees in decimal form, and we want to convert it to degrees, minutes, seconds. So what is the value of the degrees? 51. Right? So this piece is 51. We want to figure out the part, the decimal of 0.23. We want to convert that to the minutes and the seconds. So it is 0.2. So we're talking maybe, less than a third of a 60 minutes. So you start off again the same way. You take 0.23 and you multiply it by 60. And what do you get? What is it? 13.8. So it's 13.8 minutes. The difference with this example and the last one is now we have a decimal place. So what we take with us is the 13 minutes. But now we have to keep going. We have to take that last piece, the decimal of 0.8, and we're going to do it one more time. Multiply it by 60, because 60 times 60 is 3,600. So now we take 0.8, and we multiply it by 60 one more time. And now we'll get that piece converted to seconds. And how much is that? 40 what? 48. So this will be our seconds piece. That will go up there. The last example did not have a decimal place, so we didn't have to continue to find the extra decimal to find the seconds. So that's why we did 2 of these. All right. The next question is the opposite, where we give you an angle in degrees, minutes, seconds, and we want to convert it back to decimal form like those last 2 examples. So 85 is our whole angle, and then we have some pieces. So it's 85 point something. And so we have to figure out what are the pieces. What's this piece in decimal? And what's this piece in decimal? So now we're going to do the opposite. Instead of multiplying, we're going to be doing division. So to convert that 18 minutes to decimal, we're going to take 18 and divide it by 60. And what do you get there? 0.3. Okay? Let's just change colors. Then I'm going to convert 30 seconds, which is 1 out of 3,600ths of a degree. We have to do now 3,600. So 30 divided by 3,600ths of 1 degree. Very small number, right? 0.0 what? 83, let's just go. All right. Now what we do is we just add those 2 numbers up, and that's our decimal piece. So we add them up, and we get 0.3083 of 1 degree. My degree didn't go up. Ignore that little black one. So think about 20 minutes is about 1/3 of a degree. We were pretty close. We were at 18 minutes for that. This is our assignment for today. There are a couple application problems that are a little challenging. I'm going to kind of challenge you a little bit on this lesson's assignment, so kind of forewarning you a little bit when you get to those application problems.